Good evening and welcome to another episode of Hair Choppers Radio. So today we are bringing you some interesting topics. Phil might get here a little bit late, so some of the interesting topics today's I've been I stay like I pay attention a lot to Instagram.
Me too.
So I was watching Chris Basio with Maury Marth the other night.
And Tyreek.
I didn't see the one with Tyreek. I've been watching other I'm trying to stay away from all the popular barbers. I'm trying to stay with the guys that are not really known. Don't see what they got going on. That's how I like that, because the popular barbers already got a following. They already know, people already know who they are. So I like looking at off like out of the box at other people. But I do want to touch a topic where the underdogs, basically. That's the perfect word for it, the underdogs. But before I go there, I want to show something on the screen real quick. So you guys are going to check this out. And I'll mention this real quick before we get into this topic. So March 8th, 2020, we have a 2K knockout barber battle. It's a round for round barber battle that will take place in Hartford, Connecticut from 12 to 8 p.m. There is March 7th, there is a Saturday meet and greet, and there is a special 1 hour and 20-minute class from Hatari Hanso with a special surprise guest. And then after that, y'all can eat, y'all can munch, network with each other, do what we do best. Then March 8th, it's the battle. We have from 12 to 2 p.m. It's the educational courses. Then from there, it's the event. General doors open at 2 p.m. all the way to 8 p.m. And after 8 p.m., we got something special for you guys too. We have an after party with 4 live performers and maybe another one that might be coming through. We don't know yet, but when we get the word, we'll let you guys know as well. As far as that, lower the volume on the TV. I don't know if it's lower. As far, I think it is. I don't know. As far as that, so yeah. General admission tickets right now for limited time are $25. VIP tickets are $50. So with VIP tickets, you get the swag bag. You get to sit in the VIP area, chill. You might also get some free drinks with that and some free beverages and a couple of other things being VIP. Battle registration is only $100. That covers your 3 models, yourself, and the entrance to the event. Again, this is taken down March 8, 2020, here in Hartford, Connecticut, at Favelas Nightclub, 145 Newfield Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, 06106.
Hartford,
so, March 8th, it's kind of getting warm by that time, so definitely see you there. We won't have any snow up here or nothing, and it's kind of warm in springtime. So, spring love. Let's get it, barbers. Let's get it, barbers. So back to us here on the screen. So I've been seeing Marvy Marv and Basio, and they've been going back and forth on. The question was, should barbers have a license in order to just, as far as sanitation and barbers and sanitation, like, should you go to school and go through the whole process of the whole 1 year thing in order to learn a whole course of sanitation and then get your license?
That's one thing that I don't know why we have to do so many hours. I understand that we do need to learn about sanitation and all of this stuff, because it's, you need it. But I still don't know why we have to spend so much hours in school to learn, something simple that we can learn so fast. Even in the chapters in the book, it's not a whole entire book talking about sanitation.
Yeah.
It's a book talking about, different chapters and all of that. But, I don't know, man. It's just crazy right now. Like, right now they got an apprenticeship, like a little program going on here. And
so I heard that's new to Connecticut.
Yeah.
As long as you have your barber license,
Sure.
and you've been with your license, I believe, for 5 years here in
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
You become a basically you become a master barber, and after you become a master barber, um, you
And another thing is,
you're able to have an apprentice in your barber shop as long as that apprentice is going to school. From what I heard.
That's how it works. And going back to the license thing I think it's not fair that we pay for a license and we go to school and down the street you got other barbers working without a license, and it's okay because right now in the city of Hartford, Connecticut, I've been working in a barber shop for 14 years, and I only seen the state board once. And not even the state board. It was like the health department and stuff like that. They came in and stuff, but they don't really come in the barbershops in Hartford. Like if you go to West Hartford down the street, you can ask anybody. They go in there and check your license. They go in there and do random inspections or whatever, and it's state board that does it. But I don't know. It's just bugged out.
That's the only thing I like about New York. New York, you could take a course. Once you take the course, you can actually go take your state board test, as long as you have all the credentials or all the hours that they require.
Mm.
So as far as New York, you can actually do an apprenticeship program. And as you're doing that apprenticeship program in New York, they give you a license, actually an apprentice license in New York. So you have that paperwork, and you could work under a master barber license in New York under that shop. Whoever owns the shop, whoever runs the shop, and it's a master barber, you're under that person. So that person signs off on you. Once you do that, you acquire your hours. It takes about, I believe, about a year, almost 2 years to acquire those hours. Depends what hours they have you working in the shop. And I believe it's 1,500 hours if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So once you acquire those hours, and you're done with that, and you take the barberside course, which is the sanitation course, you can actually go for your state board. You could just go pay for it. It's like $40. Take your state board. I don't know why is it so much here in Connecticut. They're raping people here, bro. Like $100. It's $100 to renew your license. It's $100, and it doesn't even last that long. It's like 2 or 3 years, and then you got to renew it all over again. In New York, I have a New York license, and it's every 4 years, and I pay $10 to renew it.
Wow.
Online.
Look at that.
$10, dude. If I lose it, it's $20 to replace it.
Every 2 years, I gotta pay $100.
And it's interesting because I'm like, okay, wow, Barber's got it really good. But the other factor of New York is, good thing is that they're going to barbershops and they're really learning how to cut hair.
That's good.
Meanwhile, I think every state, I was actually posting this on one of Jay Major's live. Me and Phil were going back and forth on it. Just like you said, every state should require the same hours for barbers and cosmetologists. It makes everything easier.
Exactly.
Because if we have to, hey guys out there in Egypt, if we have to move to a different state, it sucks when you have to take another course and do everything you did.
Hours.
Yeah,
and
more hours.
That's what I don't get.
And then you have to do everything that you already study and went to school for. Why do I have to repeat myself? Why can't it be easier to, like,
that's when I see
transition my license from one state to another?
They're just trying to get more money off of us, and
but
it's just,
I don't understand that, because the thing is, Kino, no matter where we go, we gotta pay taxes. Once you start your license and you get your EIN number and all that stuff, you start paying taxes. You get what I'm saying? So we're still paying state taxes no matter what.
that's right.
So why is it that we have to do all these different things when it's I took a whole 1 year course for barbering, and I actually took both. I did barbering and cosmetology in Puerto Rico. Everything that a cosmetologist do, I had to do. When I went to go take my state board in Puerto Rico, Dude, I felt like I was a cosmetologist more than I was a barber because I did more cosmetology things than what a barber did, and that goes for all barbers and
But
cosmetology
you know
in
what?
Puerto Rico.
I don't regret nothing about it. Like,
I
for
don't
example,
regret nothing.
you know how I was talking about they don't even show up in Hartford or whatever. I don't care. As long as I got my license, I'm good. Cause I could go right now. I could go anywhere, and work.
Yeah.
Or have my own shop or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's taking me to places, man. And
It does take you
being
to
licensed,
places.
ever since when I had my license at first, it was like I don't know what to do or whatever. But then little by little, I learned, hey, I gotta get this money, and this is gold. This is the key to everything, man.
It is, man. But it's crazy because it's like, okay, why do I have to go through all this all over again? It's like I already did this, and I got to do it all over again. That makes no sense to me. And then it's like,
and it's
let me just
different.
transfer my
Like
license, man.
like there's some stuff that are different. Like in New York, you have to take somebody with you.
You have to take your own model. All your equipment has to be brand new. You have to buy
Exactly.
everything. All the towels, the pack of towels, you have to buy your pack of towels
Look at all the
brand new.
requirements that you guys.
Dude, thanks God I didn't have to go through that process because when I came from Puerto Rico with my license from Puerto Rico to New York, I met a guy, and thank God that I met this guy. And this guy actually helped me with my transition porque el colegiado de Puerto Rico didn't want to transfer or help me with transferring my license at all from
Damn,
PR to
that's
here.
crazy.
So I went through a whole boat of just complications for my first few months back in New York. And I'm like, okay, so what am I to do? So this guy he was like an angel. I was working at a barber shop. I was licensed but not licensed. And what I mean by that is I had a license from somewhere else, but not the license from the state of New York. And I knew what I was doing. And thank God that person came through and he helped me out with transitioning my license from Puerto Rico to the license of the state of New York. And the guy actually was an inspector. He was on the board for the state of New York. The guy was everything. So he helped me out with all that transition. So I really didn't have to go back to school or take any courses and nothing like that. I just had to refresh on a couple of things, and then thank God that the dude had his own school too. So I went to his school, did a couple of things, boom, boom, boom. The only thing I did do was I had to do the 14 steps of shaves. Physically.
So you don't have to do it here.
Do that over there, and then I got the license.
And here, everything is written.
Okay.
You just go to a class, 2 hours, and that's it. Just wait for your results at the end of the month, I believe, and that's it.
Yeah. So shout out to my boy Joey C. Catania from the shop Newington. He just took his state board yesterday, Saturday. So shout out to him. I think he did an awesome job. I believe he passed. So we're waiting. We're all waiting for the results so we could pop a bottle of champagne in the shop.
Woo.
So hopefully he did that. So other than that, guys that are tuned in right now, everybody that's on, we got 3 live IGs right now going on. If you're on IG live, please go over to YouTube. Go to Bryan the Barber's official YouTube channel, and you can see us live streaming right now for YouTube. It is a way better view than what you're seeing right now on your IGs. Also, is your way to enter into our Hair Choppers Radio 2K Knockout Barber Battle ticket giveaway. You can win 2 tickets giveaway if you subscribe, like, comment, and hit that bell notification button. So every Sunday we're live, you're notified. We are also able to go on there and chat with you guys. There's a live chat feature for you guys to network with each other as well. If you have any question, please put them on the IG screen or put them on the YouTube. I will be signing in very soon into YouTube to look at the chat room. As far as that, so my belief is we don't need no license to learn about sanitation. Sanitation is just a course just like they have in New York. You go take this class, you learn how to sanitize, how to keep all your tools properly sanitized, and it's something you don't really need a license. Maybe just a certificate, just to say that you took the course. I do have most people that have been to my barbershop where I work at. If you look on top of my station, on top of the mirror, I have a certificate there that says from the Long Island Barber Institute. And that certificate is basically that I took the HIV course and I learned how to sanitize, the proper way of everything. So
See,
that certificate doesn't expire at all. That certificate is good for me for a lifetime. I just renewed my license, and let me tell you, my license from New York took 1 week to come in the mail when I renewed it. And again, I only paid $10 to renew it. Thank you, New York. And then for the CT barber license,
we paid
I paid $100 to get my license here. And then it was a process. It was a problem. So that's one thing I need to speak upon, because the state board here in Connecticut, I don't know if you guys are lazy. I don't know if you guys love your job or what you're doing. But I don't think so. Another thing is, people that come to your building, you should let them come up the elevator so people could express themselves verbally, physically, and face to face, because it's a much better communication than me emailing, calling, and going through this whole process. Because when I came here to Connecticut, I went to the state building in Columbus Boulevard. Then from the state building, they sent me to the inspector's office, which is on Columbus Boulevard as well. The inspector tells me, no, you have to go to Capitol Avenue. So I went to Capitol Avenue, which is the right place to go here in Connecticut to get your license. For the security guards to tell me, oh, you can't go upstairs. You need to make an appointment. Here's the number. So I call the number. Thanks God there's a guy coming down the elevator and he saw what I was going through, and he's like, listen, just take this email this person, and this email will get back. Let me tell you, I had to email this person like 6 to 7 times. It took them 3 months to get back to me. After I paid $100 online, I wanted my $100 back because I was so frustrated. I'm like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. Like, I really got to wait 3 months. Then after the 3 months, I had to wait about a year to get the license in the mail. And then from other barbers and other cosmetologists around the CT area, Hartford, New Britain, everything, everybody telling me, yo, it takes a while to get your license. And I'm like, what? I was like, this is silliness, man. People need their license. And then the inspectors want to come in and want to say, hey, where's your license? You haven't sent it to me, but I am on the system. You know, and it just saves the trouble, man. And then you want people to put their license up on the station.
All this money.
Yeah, so I've learned that about Connecticut.
But you gotta wait so much.
Connecticut is all taxes, yo.
And go through a lot of shit like he did.
It's crazy. I was frustrated. I was ready to go right back to New York and work. Just keep working in New York. That's how frustrated I'm. Like, okay, because people didn't want to offer me, like, when I was looking for jobs out here, all I had was my New York license. So I ended up going to Papito's barbershop. And then I look at Papito, and I'm sitting there waiting for a haircut. That was a little bit before I met you. So I'm sitting there waiting for a haircut, and I start looking at the wall. And I'm looking at the wall, I'm like, that shit looks like my license. I'm like, wait, everybody here got New York license. All up on the wall. And I'm like, so I wait till I sit down. So he takes care of me. I sit down and I start taking I get my hair cut, and I start chatting with him, and I start asking him questions. I'm like, yo, that's dope. You're a barber, man. I'm like, so I realized, I see you from New York. Where you from New York? He's like, I'm from the Bronx. I'm like, oh, you my kind. I'm from the Bronx too, blah, blah. So we're talking, we're chatting, and we're talking about the Bronx, and a little bit I asked him, I'm like, so when inspectors come in here, do they approve this? They're like, he's like this. He's like, listen, they come in here twice since I've been here open. twice. And those twice time, they haven't said nothing about my license. All they told me is, all the inspectors here in Connecticut all they care about is that you're licensed. They don't care where the license is from, as long as you're licensed and you know what you're doing. So I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Your license.
So I was like, I paid $100 for nothing, and I could have done this too. I was like, wow, man, this kid, that killed me right there. That totally killed me. And and then
crazy.
Yeah, it is, bro. I'm like, wow.
If you go to New York with the Connecticut license, you might have to do more hours or whatever.
How many hours? 1,000 hours here, right? So you might have to do about, I believe, 500 hours more.
Same in Florida.
But
because
you get lucky in New York, because in New York, State Board really doesn't. They don't really care, bro. About, like, you will never. It's hard to see an inspector come through your barbershop unless you get like snitched on or you got beef with somebody. And I seen that happen that way, where I was actually working at a spot on Castle Hill Avenue in the Bronx, and we got snitched on because we had the hottest barber. We started getting, like, I brought my bands over. It was me, it was like 2 other barbers, and we was just taking customers out the box, bro. Everybody was just coming to the shop like, yo, the greatest haircuts over there. Go over there, check Bryan out, check Jose out, check Guero. We had some hot. The inspectors came through. They made sure that, somebody said that nobody had a license. Thank God everybody had the license. Stations was clean. There's always that one person.
That one person.
Business owners pay yearly $100 for business license and CT. Connecticut. Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen, is a state of money. They love money here. They even charge taxes on your car. Property tax on your cars for you guys who are not from here. Everything here is tax. Yeah, money.
Pay money. You pay taxes to drive in your own city.
And to park your car in your own driveway.
Oh my God.
As far as New York, and me being from New York, you don't have to. You just fill out paperwork, and you get a business license. And that business certificate is not a business, it's a business certificate. And that business certificate actually just goes up on your wall and that said you have your business. You don't have to go through all the rah that Connecticut, like, they do here. Like, I saw my man's Phil open up his shop, and I saw everything he had to go through here. It's not as hard in New York unless you're in Manhattan or something like that. And if you're in the Bronx, bro, you're opening businesses left and right. All you need is your 1 month security, your 1 month rent, and you're good to go. Hook up the place as you want it, and you got your business open. And as long as your business certificate is on that wall, up to date, and whatever you do in retail, barbershop, whatever it is, you're good to go. You don't even need a master barber. You don't even have to be a barber out there to own a barbershop. There's so many of those out there. Here, that's one thing I like about Connecticut. Like, Connecticut, you have to be a barber. You have to, especially when you go rent a place. When I first came out here, one of the guys, it was on New Britain Avenue. I was looking at this location, and the guy asked me, "Do you have your barber license?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. I actually do." And that's the greatest thing about here, that they ask you, "Do you have your barber license?" in order for you to run that barber shop. And that's pretty dope. In New York, you don't need it. Just a business certificate. You can open whatever business you want with that certificate.
They want that money.
And that's amazing. Yeah.
They want the money, but they make it easy for you.
They make it easy.
Like, yo, that's the money, but they make
that's what New York is a state. It's like, yo, let's get money. That's it. You want to make money? As long as you're making me money, I'll let you make money too. That's how it is. Over here is a little bit harder, a little bit more stricter, which I like. And then the other thing I like out here too is the fact how they put a law where you can't open a barbershop next to the other barbershop. Hartford, you're getting away with it because there are some spots in Hartford where there's barbershops on the same block, on the same plaza, and all that. But as far as like Newington,
just on the street
there's a whole bunch, man. There's a whole bunch.
Like 15 barbershops.
That's crazy.
People, and to this day, people ask me that, how the hell you stay, booked? but they don't understand that I've been working 14 years and nonstop. Like, I work hard. I don't quit on nothing. I never say no. It's
Are,
like,
are
I
most of
love
your
what I
clients
do.
from your barbershop?
What do you mean?
I mean, not from your barbershop. Are they from like Hartford, or they come out of Hartford? Are they from like locally from
Some
around
of
that
them
area?
are from Hartford, and like a few of them from outside of Hartford.
That's dope. That's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I got a few clients that come from Windsor.
yeah, I got a couple of them.
They come from out. They come from the outskirts. That's crazy. That's good when you have clients like that. They come out, they show you love, appreciation, and you see your work.
Yeah,
And, and most of those clients are the ones that are looking for a very cool environment.
and they get it, man. Listen, as long as you there, and you do your job the right way, and don't make them feel like shit, because I seen this before. I worked on other barbershops, man, and I seen how these people got them loyal clients. Oh no, you gotta wait. I got my boy right here. Like, what? It's crazy. Your client is like like my kid, man. I love
That's
him.
true, man. That's true.
You
Guys,
gotta
I'm
take
gonna show you something real quick here. Transition to this preview. This is for the people, the vendors, sponsors who are looking for a booth for their event. I'm gonna transition real quick, so I'm gonna show you this.
Bryan, Barber.
All right. So, that's cool. So I don't think you really back to the topics that we was talking. I don't really think you need a license to learn about sanitation. It's common sense most of the time, but it's good for you to have that certificate. They should offer that class and that course here in Connecticut. As far as schools too, I think schools need to better themselves in a lot of ways. Just because of the fact sometimes like places like this, like apart from New York, taking New York out of this equation, as far as Connecticut, other places that are country or just places that are similar to this, they should have teachers where the students are doing their practical. Like after they're done with the course, they do the whole 1 year thing, and they're done with their courses. Schools should have at least 2 to 3 teachers on the floor teaching these kids how to cut hair, how to execute a fade, how to cut from 90 degrees to 180 degrees, scissor work, how to shave, how to do all this stuff. That's one thing they really need to upgrade on. It's very important for these kids because when you throw these kids out to the field and they go into barbershops and they're trying to look for work, they're not doing the greatest of work. And then they're not giving the barbershop a great reputation. And then the barbershop is bad for the barbershop too as well because the barbershop already has a reputation. It takes one person to mess up that reputation. And then from there it goes to Google, it goes to Yelp, it goes to all these review apps, whatever. And then people start looking at this. People really start looking like we're in a new age, we're in a technological age where people are actually going to Google looking for it, and then they see, oh, they messed up my haircut. He didn't do it the way I wanted. He went way too short, or blah blah. And I see a lot of that.
A lot of complaints on the comments.
Yes, a lot of complaints, a lot of comments, and it takes one bad seed to just mess it up for the whole shop, And then your walk-ins just stop coming in. You want to have that walk-in traffic. You want to, like right now, like the shop, Newington. Yo, shout outs to the guys because we all put in work and we're there.
Stay booked.
Hey, we gotta do it.
And the shop stay live.
And I try to do it for my guy, like Phil was talking about it last week. I try to stay as much as I can on Google, on all this technological stuff where we could attract. Like I see it, and for a place like Newington, Weathersfield, all these places you need.
I told people
Social media
about this all the time. Like if you don't use your social media to promote your job or whatever you do, you're not gonna make it. Because we're in another. This is something else, man. This is the internet era, where everything is through social media. it's crazy. It's happening. Even though we still have that word of mouth going thing too, which helps a lot. But you gotta be on social media, man. You have to. You can't just, oh yeah, I cut hair. No.
Nah, you can't. You can't, bro.
Right now, my Instagram, well, not now, but because I got it full of merchandise and stuff. But if you go on the Cut app,
Yeah.
I got all my haircuts right there.
Nice, nice. And then the other thing is, what I was gonna say. Oh, off topic, ladies and gentlemen. Last night I was watching the man Warren Buffett. Big shout outs to Warren Buffett, man. This guy has done the $600 billion challenge.
Wow.
And what I mean with that, this guy had a promise to his lady, to his wife. When she passed away, he kept that promise. And Warren Buffett actually took a chunk of his fortune and gave that back to a whole bunch of charities.
Wow.
Dude practically went broke, like gave billions away. And then he said every time he makes off of something, all that percentage of that money is going to go to all those charities and help all these people and all these less unfortunate. And who followed next? Bill Gates followed. And there's another woman who's a billionaire and they follow.
You know what? A billionaire knows how to play with his money and will always stay a billionaire.
Yeah, no, the guy's always going to make money. He don't care. But I respect that because he took a big chunk of his money and just gave it away to the less fortunate. And you know what? He figured it's something that they always spoke about as they were growing up. They didn't know that they were going to make all this money. He didn't know. He just took a lot of risks. I was watching the documentary yesterday, but he took a lot of risks to a lot of things, but he did it. He even bought Bill Gates out from Microsoft, I believe.
I've been reading a lot of books lately, and the way they play with money, and it's crazy, not crazy, but it's just the way they play with money to make more money, and.
But it's just, in other words, you have to, when you play with money, what they mean by that is you have to invest in order to make back.
Exactly.
It's all investing and taking those risks. If you don't take risks in life, you don't know what's going to happen.
True.
You can have an idea that's great in your head, but if you don't let the idea execute itself and let it go, you don't know what's the result to that idea.
But it's a good thing, that he at least donated something.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people do that, but
No, not a lot of people, but Bill Gates himself and
Oprah.
I forgot the lady. There's another lady there too as well.
Oprah used to do it.
They did it, man. They did it, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like they really did this, and that's great, man. For me to see guys like that do it, it's an amazing thing, and I respect that even more from them. Even though they're gonna make it back, because they know they're gonna make it back,
Tax return and all that. Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! That's all that is tax write-off. They know what they're doing. All that is a tax write-off. Even if they don't get all of it, they get it back.
I'm telling you, I'm reading a lot of books.
Yeah, I believe you.
A lot of books, and it's teaching me a lot of stuff. And I'll be like, what? Wait, you could do this and that and get away? But we gotta keep quiet.
Yeah, you got to do things in silent, man. You got to move in silent. Because if you don't move in silent, it's like, okay, somebody else is going to take the idea. They're actually going to execute it and make it happen. So that's why, like, Hair Choppers Radio was a silent move. We're here.
And look at us now.
Hair Choppers Radio 2K Knockout Barber Battle was a silent move. Look where it's going now. Hopefully after the event, it's something that's
even
gonna go on for years.
My brand, my website, all of that. even my clients to this day, they tell me like, bro, I never thought that you was gonna be selling stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't even know that that was like one of my hobbies. I used to sell a lot of stuff on eBay, and I never told nobody about it because I was selling little stuff. But when I made the website, that really changed my life. And it's like you said, you gotta put in the hard work.
Yeah, you do. You do got to put in the hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're on YouTube right now, I'm actually going to log into YouTube on my phone, and I'm going to check out your chat, the chat messages. I'm going to say what up. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to say what up to everybody. So just pay attention to that. Actually, let me just log in from here on my other account. Manage Google accounts. How do I change accounts here? Home.
Phil, where you at?
Phil just texted me, and Phil is actually at a birthday party. Phil.
Phil, we love you, man.
We love you, bro. Have fun, enjoy. You know what I mean? He kind of forgot about the birthday thing. Shout outs to Hair Industry Studio. They're actually having their 1 year anniversary.
Today, right?
Yeah, today. So I stopped by earlier. I couldn't stay because I had to set up for the podcast. I had a couple of things to do. But I bought Richie a Moet and Chandon, one of those fancy champagne bottles. So shout outs to them, man.
Feeling good.
Yeah. Stevie Nunez is in the building. Hot 93.7 is over there too as well. So shout outs, big shouts to them, man. They're doing really good. That's great, man. Being open for a year, having your business open for a year.
That's great, man. Being open.
Let me lower this. All right, so we got Luis Pagan tuned in. What's up, guy? What's going on? And we have Waldemar Ronquillo, which is Tito. Tito el Barbero.
That's on YouTube, right?
Awesome. So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to say what's up. And you're going to see it says Hair Choppers Radio. What's up, guys? And there you go. I'm on the chat live with you guys right now. So that's pretty dope. Guys, go to YouTube, man. Go to YouTube, live stream, subscribe, like, comment. Hit that bell notification, man. Hit that bell notification so y'all can get notified every time we're live streaming on YouTube. It's a way better view than what you guys get here on IG.
That's right.
So go to Bryan the Barber Official YouTube's channel. Spelled just like my Instagram name, Bryan the Barber Official. Look for that on YouTube. Click on the live screen and you're gonna see us right there, man. What's going on to everybody tuning in right now, man? Yeah, so we were just talking about sanitation and if you need a license for that, because it's a topic that was trending the past few days between Chris Basio and Marvy Marv. As far as Tyreek, guys, I hope you guys watch Tyreek Talk Tuesdays.
Went in on that.
Oh no, Tyreek is a beast at what he says. He is very knowledgeable at what he says, and reason why is because he is the owner of the school. He is a barber to himself.
He actually made a post earlier. Whether you agree, disagree, or simply are on the fence, come join. He's gonna be talking about it on Tuesday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and let's hear it right here.
Doesn't matter. Barber school, apprenticeship, so what? School suck. Teachers suck. My boss at the barbershop sucks. Apprenticeship, again. Why? I went and got my hours. It didn't matter. I got my hours at the barbershop and got fired. And then I never got my hours because they never submitted to the state. Let's have this conversation on Tuesday. Tyreek Talk Tuesday is going down. I want to share with you some perspective on apprenticeship, schools, barber. Guess what? I can because I did both. You want to know about it? Let's talk about it. Tyreek Talk Tuesday. See you guys there.
He also posted another video. School is for learning, shop is for earning.
We did a lot, and it was a perspective on whether you should be an apprentice or get licensed. Here's the deal. You can go to a shop and earn, and you can learn how that shop does stuff, and you're limited. When you go to school, yes, you will learn a whole bunch of stuff that probably isn't that important, but you're going to learn a whole lot of fundamentals that are going to be really, really strong, that when you go and you're earning, it makes so much more sense. The state has minimum requirements, like you got to do X amount of shaves, X amount of shampoos, X amount of haircuts. You got to go over draping, sanitation. There are certain things. Dude, we knocked that out, majority of that out, in the first 2 months. And we do everything. We have a weight competition. We teach them marketing. We teach them videography. We teach them how to take photos. Yeah, we have CPAs come in. We do a bunch of stuff. And I'm hoping that people are seeing what we're doing in schools are like, holy crap, we got to do better.
There you have it. We did a lot. And that's true, man. The schools
It's
gotta
true.
do better.
Yeah, man. Another thing, industry. This goes out to all the industry barbers. We got to be very careful on how we approach, I believe, social media. Why do I say this? Because we have all these up and comers and young cats that go to school. Then they want to come out of school thinking they're the best barber, the best in the industry. They're like, oh yeah, I've been 2 years in and I'm the nicest. But the thing that they do not see, Kino, barbers like us, who are real to the game and been in this industry so long, these guys do not see. Like, for instance, we had one in the shop and he just quit a while back. And the crazy part is, these guys come in thinking they're gonna make money like this. Immediately, they're gonna start making $1,000 a week.
Like that.
But it doesn't work like exactly.
Unless you're like extremely nice and you know, been on the game for a while.
For a while, yeah. So these guys come in thinking they're gonna make this money, but they don't see the struggle. They don't see the hard work that you have to put in, and the hustle to get your clientele coming in and going out. It is insane. And I'm like, Kabad, what's going on, my brother? You already know. Great prices. And quality. Kabad, you got to get your booth, baby, for the Hair Choppers Radio 2K Knockout Barber Battle, man. You got to get that booth. You know, it is crazy. Check out Kabad International, man, for great products and all that, man. Shout outs to him. He always shows us love when we are at the events and all that. That's another brother from another country. Nah, so these barbers come into the shop, man, and they think they're gonna make this money because they see all these industry barbers and what they're doing. But the thing that they don't see is what these industry barbers, as far as like when they see a Body Barber, or they see A-Rod, or they see Rob the Original, or they see guys like Lowe's Cut It, or they see guys like let's say who else is out there that's very big, Sky Salon, and all these guys. Like, I seen Sky Salon before Sky Salon was Sky Salon, and I was in Puerto Rico at that time. I already knew who he was at the time. Guy owned a barbershop for quite some time, but nobody knew about Sky Salon at the time. Nobody in the world. Elegance Gel was just starting to come out, and I remember going to the Hair Sonics one of the Hair Sonics battle tour in Jersey City, and Elegance just started to come out. A-Rod wasn't even involved with Elegance yet. It was Papito's Blessings, I believe, one of the first guys to be involved with Elegance Gel, and the guy is actually from Israel, who owns Elegance, and I met him, and Elegance wasn't even Elegance right now. When I met these guys, I seen all these guys evolve. But what were they doing? They were networking. They were going to a lot of events. They were putting a lot of sacrifice and effort and a lot of hard work and investing a lot of money into themselves to be where they are right now. Same thing with barbers who are behind the chair working at a barbershop. These guys that have a hell of a clientele and they're busy every day, getting booked, getting appointments every day, and they're busy from morning to the day that they close. That's because they're putting in work from the moment that they get in there, and they have sat in that chair for years waiting for walk-ins and giving out, like guys like Kino, they go to a freaking Target and put a business card inside a Just for Men box.
I did it.
Dude, that's how you get clientele. That's how you hustle. That's how you work hard. You know, that's what you do. And they don't see that. They don't see that. And then you see them, it's so slow today. This whole week has been slow. But then I see you super slow. And then I see you there sitting and you're playing on your phone and you're playing a game, or you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram looking at girls,
I don't
this and that. I'm like,
playing
dude,
on the phone instead of promoting yourself or going out there and actually, you know, talk to somebody about what you do, how you do it, and you know, like I told you before, now we got the Cut app or your Instagram where you can show people.
Dude, these guys got so much things to benefit off. I remember when I didn't have really no money to myself, Kino, and Vistaprint came out. I had like $10, I think. I took those $10 and I invested into business cards. And what that was investing into myself for me to get more clients, because that's how passionate I was about this. This is how much I love this, and I wanted to. This was something that was getting me out of the lifestyle I was involved in back in the days, you know? Like, I didn't want to do that no more. So cutting was my passion because I felt like it was the only thing that I could do right. I could fade, I could cut with scissors, I could do designs, this and that, and I'm like, this is the only thing I do right. I cannot go work for somebody from 9 to 5 because it drives me crazy. I can't have somebody in my ear telling me what to do. So I'm like, this is where I feel comfortable. This is where I'm me. I could be me. I could be Bryan. I could show people what I could do, and I know I could evolve from this, you know. And so it did, and so we're here. And look, Kino, Phil, myself, Head Choppers Radio, 2K Knockout Barber Battle, and Kino has his own website, and Kino's doing great. And
I'm doing great.
Kino didn't know about events until, like, I think I came along and I started taking. I was like, Kino, let's go do this.
He showed me everything about.
Now Kino gets hyped about every event. Kino messages me,
I love everything.
we're doing Miami. You know, it's crazy, and he loves it. You know, because now that's something that takes his business to a whole nother level. You know, DC Barber Expo, man. Shout outs to Jay Major for showing us love, and he's even shouting us out on the microphone, man. He's a Hartford dude too, Connecticut dude too as well, you know, and it that shows, you know, when you doing things, a lot of people be like, oh, J Major's this, J Major that. But J Major's is not
always on the live or on your page. They're always in there watching.
So J Major's
doing good. Keep up.
J Major's is not a dumb guy. J Majors is not a guy that's gonna mess with just everybody. That's a guy that he comes from struggle too. The guy comes from all sorts of struggle. Everybody here in Hartford knows him. Everybody knows where he comes from. But he took himself out of that and made something of himself. You get what I'm saying? And then he's not a person that's just gonna mess with everybody. If he sees that you got something going on and you're doing something, you know, you always gotta be careful, because when you have success, with success also comes a lot of problems, and the negativity is just, it's like a tail. It's like the end of the part that's just still there because it's following you. It's following you everywhere you go. So you have to be careful, you know, because I hear it. I hear when people are like, oh, J Majors is a dick. He's an asshole. He's not gonna mess with everybody, bro. He's not a stupid guy. He sees everything. He sees that. He comes from it, man. Just like me. Like, I come from it. I could tell, you know, I'm not just gonna mess with everybody and be like, yo, I'm gonna let you be a part of what I got going on. No, because I got something, you know, what me and Kino and Phil got is a chemistry between us, and it's a small circle. So now if I let somebody else in and then let another person in, that chemistry could be ruined, and that chemistry could be ruined just with the negativity that those people bring. And then me and you, let's for instance, we could be in, and we lose everything we got.
Sure.
Get what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Those people that say that about him, that's the reason why he doesn't want to mess with you. Because look at you already. Just because he said no, you have to prove yourself. You have to, and not just to anybody. You got to prove it to yourself who you could be in this world and where you could take yourself. And sky's the limit to everything. Because everybody could do something. Everybody. Those people that are living in excuses, those people that are not determined, have no self-motivation or nothing, that's why you're in the situation that you're in. People like us who have determination, we wake up, we sacrifice, we wake up real early in the morning.
Super early.
You know, and we're gonna go, we're getting it, man. We're getting it, and we're out there and doing what we have to do. Sometimes we lose lack of sleep because we want to be where we want to be, and we see life in a whole different way. You know what I mean? I know what Keynote wants. I know what Phil wants. They know what I want.
Oh yeah.
But we help each other to get there. And why? Because we're in the same. We have different visions to a lot of things, but we have one vision that's common, and that's successful, have a nice, comfortable life, and our families.
Look, it's like for example, right now, most people might think, oh, Kino's like stuck up or whatever. He don't want to teach anybody or whatever, but is they gotta understand the sacrifice I went through, and you know, it took me so many years to get to where I am right now, and to learn everything I know, and just to give it away just like that. And I did it before, and some people just don't care. Like, bro, you really gotta put in the work. You gotta be up early. I know 90% of the people that buy from me, they think I'm a company. And I can show you even text messages where people is like, hey, can you sign me up? Can you sponsor me? Like I'm Pacino or some shit. I'm like, no, man, it's just me.
Yeah.
But I work like a company, just me by myself. I do everything.
Yeah, you building right now.
And-
Right now, you
and
building.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah.
And that's why, like a couple of days ago, I was on my Snapchat, and I was telling people on Snapchat, like, listen, I'm making money. I want to teach you guys how to make money too. Like, I know the struggle. I know shit is messed up out here. But if you don't put in the work, if you just out there partying, you're not gonna invest the money. You're not gonna do anything. Don't waste my time then.
That's true, man.
Don't waste my time.
That's true. You know what? And that's
That's
another.
why I'm always with people. I don't want to say it like that, but winners. Like, you guys are always thinking about winning. You guys are always thinking about doing better, and I don't know, man. It's
That's
I
one
love
thing.
it.
Like today, I went shopping, right? And I went shopping for things that we want to do here in the house. And people look at us like, wow, look at this young couple, me and my girl, and we're in Walmart, and they see our shopping cart pretty much packed. But to me, it's not that packed. It's just simple stuff to decorate the house for Christmas because we're having family over, blah blah. So I got a couple. But everybody's looking at us like I'm realizing. I don't know if my girl realizes this, but I was realizing. You know, I don't tend to look directly at you, but I could see that people are like, and then they see me with a jacket with the fur on or whatever, but they don't understand that is sacrifice and hard work. Why am I able to afford these things? Because I'm not that type of dude that I go out on a Friday and I gotta go clubbing. You know what?
I don't do it either.
Today is one of our guys that's actually helping us out with 2K Knockout Barber. It's his 1 year anniversary, and to me, that's his thing. You know what I mean? They're partying over there, they're drinking, they're doing all that stuff. I stopped by early, super early, before even the party started over there. I bought him a bottle of Moet and Chandon. I dropped it off, gave it to him for a gift for the 1 year anniversary of keeping his shop open, being 1 year open in the business. So I showed him love, but it's not my thing. You're never gonna catch me now. Like, I did that. That was a phase that I went through when I was younger,
Yeah,
and I did the clubbing thing. But then it gets boring. It got boring to me. partying and all that, it got boring to me. It's not
Listen,
something that I have fun with no
I
more.
enjoy 100% being with my family.
Yes, that's what I enjoy.
And it's just me. Like, I don't need to party. I don't need to splurge. I don't need to spend money. I don't need to post up on the club and look at mans, because that's what they do in the club.
I know, they post up on the corner like
looking at you all day.
Two-step, and they're looking
come on,
around.
man, there's so much females in the club.
And then the females are dancing with each other, right? And they're in the corner like, okay. So it's like, are you gonna be successful? Like, my question is, are you gonna be
people one bottle?
with 10 people, one bottle? I'm like, yeah, that's true, man. I can't do that, man. I can't do that no more, you know. And I look at Keno and I look at Phil, and I look at what they're doing, and it motivates me more to keep doing what I'm doing too.
You know how far this thing went. Like, I know I'm doing good because my son, actually this morning, we was at the mall, and he's on his phone going at it, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You're not even walking. You know, you don't even know where you go. Where you going?
Yeah.
So he stops and he's like, that. Come here. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. He's designing backgrounds.
Wow.
For people on Twitter to put them on their accounts on Facebook, on Twitter, on Snapchat, and he's selling them each for $10, bro. My son, and he showed me on his Cash App. I got my Cash App because I send him money just in case he needs money for food or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But he's like, Dad, I'm making money just like you.
Look at that.
And it's not. I'm not rich. I'm not making money like crazy like that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's following my footsteps and he knows that I'm doing good and I'm doing a good thing, I don't need no club, man.
That's good, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of guys want to be like these industry barbers, but again, like I said, these industry barbers, you haven't seen the hard work, the sacrifice, and all the investment they have put into themselves. Like us right here, all this equipment we have, all this is investments into where we believe we could do and where we could take this to. Far as hair choppers video, this is not a free event. This is coming out of our pockets, our own pocket. I don't depend off of sponsors. I don't depend off of other company. This is coming out of Phil's pocket. It's coming out of Keno's pocket and my pocket. Doing something different for the industry, for you guys to enjoy, have fun, and maybe we'll see you the next year afterwards, if it's that successful as right now it's showing to be as we see the stats, you know. But this is all hard work. This is us working behind the barber chair, cutting hairs a day, Keno selling stuff, Phil owning the barbershop, all this, and this again is money out of our pockets. So what I was going back to was, so me and my girl was at Walmart, and we're doing a little shopping, you know, and I see the people staring at us. They see me with the jacket and the little fur or whatever, but they don't realize. They think like, oh, this young couple, who are they? They look like celebrities or blah blah.
Always judging.
Always, yeah. They're always like, somebody's always judging or watching or commentating or something like that. But meanwhile, they don't see the hard work and how I save money to be able to do this stuff. Because if you don't save money, like let's say every Friday and Saturdays, we make money at the shop. That's money day for the barbers.
Yes, it is.
That's money days for barbers, especially in winter time. That's money days for barbers. So, what happened if I take that money and I go on a shopping spree just for myself and forget about everything I got going on in my personal life as far as paying rent, as far as paying bills and everything? I'm gonna be, if I waste money on a $200 pair of Jordans, an outfit to go clubbing, then you're probably gonna spend a good $300 to $400 on a bottle, which you're probably not even gonna drink a sip out of because 10 other people that are grubbing off of your shit are gonna drink off.
What's gonna happen?
You're probably gonna go home with no female. You're probably gonna go home alone. All that for what? when you could have took that money, put it into your bank account, went to work the next day, make more money, take that money, budget it out, put into your bank account. I work 7 days a week, ladies and gentlemen. I work on Sundays, and these past few Sundays, I've made some money.
Bro,
And if you, let's say I made 200 on Sunday, I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this. I'm gonna break. Check this out.
You're gonna be making money.
I'm gonna break this down for you guys. So let's say I work on Sundays now here, right? So Sundays, pull out the iPhone calculator here for you guys. Let me just clear this out right here now. So let's say every Sunday I work, I make $200, right? So there's 4 Sundays in a month. So that's $800 plus, actually, 200 times 4 equals $800, okay? $800. Now you times that times 12 months in the year. That's an extra $9,600 to your savings. Now in the week, from what I make in the week, I'm not gonna tell you guys, but
I don't work on Sundays,
I don't mind.
but I work on my website. This is what I make today.
Look at that. That's an extra.
I don't even want to say it because people are gonna be like, what
So
the
look,
fuck?
yeah, exactly. So look at that.
It's putting in the work.
That was just an
It's
example.
Not just oh yeah, I got.
Would you mind $9,600 a year extra? I wouldn't mind it. That helps me out. That helps my family. That helps me save a little bit of more money.
Money.
And then whatever else I want to do, like if I want to invest more into hair choppers, I want to do this. I want to do some stuff with Keno and Fairway. You know, we got a pot. That's an extra. That's extra right there. But that's what.
You know
That's
how-
hard work.
You know how good it feels when you go to the store with your kids and you can say, okay,
I can afford to buy this for you.
Because you know you.
Because I've heard that. I heard parents. I don't know if they're embarrassed to say it or they're not, because I hear it sometimes when I'm shopping around, and the kid is actually, let's say the kid is picking a toy that he likes, and the toy doesn't even cost that much. I've seen toys cost like $14, $15, and the parent is like, "No, Papi, next time. I can't afford that right now." I look at them, I'm like, "Damn, you can't afford not even a $20 toy?" Like, and then I look at the kid, and you know, out of my heart, I don't want to offend a parent.
Yeah.
But I even feel like buying a toy for the kid, because it's like that. I look at the kid, and then I think about the struggles I've been through in life. And I'm like, I look at that kid, and I'm like, that kid shouldn't even go through that right there. That kid should be able to have that toy. You know? Let him enjoy that.
Exactly.
And it feels sad when you see stuff like that, man. And I'm just like, wow, man, what is that parent doing with the money? What is he doing? Or is he doing something to better his life in order to afford that?
I seen worse, man. Like I seen even mothers and dads in the liquor store, and their kids right there talking about, I'm hungry. Like, listen, you gotta wait. Like, what the fuck are you doing in the liquor store?
Take that liquor money and go buy your kids some food, man. Kid won't be hungry after that.
I seen this happening before, and I'm like,
it's sad, man. It's sad that we live in a world like this, man. And it breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart because, you know, I've been through struggles, but at least my mother, she didn't really have no habits, no nothing. She didn't smoke cigarettes, nothing. And my mom's was a single mother, and she busted her ass, bro. Busted her ass. For me and my sister won't be hungry. Me and my sister will have a shelter over our heads. Me and my sister will have some clothes and all that. And I see my mother go through it. And, you know, the options that I took in life, I took it because I wanted to help my mother so she could have cash for herself. Because there's sometimes that she couldn't even buy stuff for herself. Nothing, because she was doing everything, paying all the bills. And it's hard for a single mother. And that's another thing I wanted to touch topics on, because last week we were talking about baby fathers.
oh yeah,
And how baby fathers don't want to pay child support, and they complain because, bro, man up. Be a man, bro. Whatever you and your ex went through, pay your child support. Who cares what that woman and yourself went through, man? The kid has nothing to do with it. Nothing. When I say nothing, they have nothing to do with it. That's your kid. No matter what, that's your kid, man. And you gotta take care of that. That's your responsibility, man. And it takes two to tango. But men up, man. Even females too. That goes to the females out there too as well. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. And it's sad when I hear a guy. I hate those guys, bro. I can't even talk to those guys. They come up to me and they're like, yeah, I gotta pay child support to that bitch and blah blah. I look at them, I'm like, that's a turn off to me right there. I'm like, I don't even want to be your friend, bro. Tell you the truth right now. I don't like, really, bro. Like, come on, man. I know you had something to do with it. You know what I mean? It's just like me. I pay my child support, man. I just got a letter stating that I would be able to claim my child for her taxes. I think I even got a check or something with money sent back to me because I'm up to date. And then just last week, I just sent more money. So, you know, I think I send more than I always send a little bit more than what I have to, and what I'm obligated to pay. But you know, take care of it, man. And I'm one that I go through it because I hardly don't get to see my daughter either. You know, and it's hard. It's hard for me, and it hurts me at times. But hey, I can't dwell in it. You know what I mean? I just got to deal with it. I could talk about it and vent a little and all that, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? There's certain people in life that they are the way they are, and I can't do nothing to change that. They just got to change within themselves. It's all in you, man. All I know is that, yo, I'm paying it without complaining. I'm paying it without complaining. That's it. It is what it is, man. And I take care of mine, man. You know, other than that, man, be responsible, man. A lot of people out there, they see these barbers, they're doing a thing, and they see they're doing. You gotta understand, most of these barbers, they work for companies too. They have a contract with companies. Most of these companies are paying their travels. Most of these companies are paying their hotel stays. Most of these companies are paying the transportation. It's not what it looks like for you up and coming barbers. It's not what it looks like. You know what I mean? I did it too as well. I'm one of those barbers that was sponsored by companies. I was an ambassador. I was able to travel. I was able to go out and do certain things. You know, yeah, I paid, but to do all that at that time, I wasn't that bar. I didn't have that much money in my account to be doing everything that they were paying for. You know, I would have been broke already. I would have had several dollars in my account. I probably would have been stuck in a country somewhere to be doing all that, to tell you the truth. So it's all hard work. It's all takes investment. Everything that Kino does, as far as you guys seeing Kino and seeing KinoTheBarber.com and what Kino is doing, you don't see behind the doors what this man does and the sacrifice and the time that he takes in order to send you guys your packages. The time that he has to wake up.
Emails I get.
Yes. Ooh. You don't see I see it because I know what he goes through. Yeah. I'm here. So he also takes time in order. He has to sit in front of a computer or his phone and go through items that he has to look forward to be like, can I sell this? Will this be good? Will this be a seller? He has to make choices in a lot of things. You know,
see my post.
Yeah,
and you know, it helps a lot.
It does. At the same time, he's investing some of the money that he makes and he profit. He's investing that money right back into everything he's doing. It's all investment. It's just like he says. He's right now playing with his money. He's playing with his money to see where that money, how that play is gonna play out. You know, and we all are. We all are. We're all playing with our money. We're all trying to figure out where
some
this.
Some of us just don't know how to play with it.
Yeah, some people just
spending it.
You don't even play. You don't even play with it. It's just like
trying to impress somebody else.
Basically, you're not. That's not even playing with your money. That's just like, I don't know what you're doing with your money. You're just giving your money away, and that money's staying there. That money's not even It's not even playing and coming back.
It's crazy.
That's like going to the casino.
I go to the store and when I see shit in the shelves, like anything, I'm like, can I flip that? Like, is that hustler mentality, man?
It is, man.
It's crazy.
But it's like people like that. It's like people that go to the casino. They think they're playing with their money, but you're not. You're giving the casino more money than what you're getting back. I see some people gamble. Yeah, they win money. They win money back, but they don't win the same amount that they're giving to the casino. Oh, they're gambling away.
They don't get it. Even the lottery, all that, everything is a business. It's a business.
It is. Everything's a business.
They control everything, but hey, keep playing.
Yes, man.
Trust me, nobody's playing with my money.
Oh hell no!
Not like that. I see people.
No. You gotta be smart with it.
They go into the liquor store and they buy like $100 worth of fucking tickets.
Oh, they do that next door over there next to the shop. It's
like,
crazy.
Yo,
the same
$100 worth
the same people come back. The morning folks, you see the same people. I know all of them already, and it's crazy because I study them, right? And I watch them, and I'm like, okay. 1, 2, 3, and I count. I start counting the people that come, and it's the same people. And then they come at a lunchtime. So when I go at lunchtime, I'm like, "This is how I play with my money now." All right, boom, 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 boom. They got to They got like 240 something now. So now I'm gonna go buy a scratch ticket. You know what I mean? Me and Gabby do this almost every week. So we go buy a scratch ticket because we already know how many people went. So like, oh, they got all the losers. By the time we get there, we buy 2 or 3 scratch tickets. Boom, we hit. Every time we hit, boom, because they don't know how to play. So I'm playing with money, but I'm getting double my money back. So if I play $5 the other day, I think it was about a week ago, I went and I'm like, I'm gonna go after the lady goes. Went and I asked BJ, and I'm asking BJ, I'm like, BJ, what number is that ticket? It's like 49. Like, give me that ticket.
Oh shit.
$5, Keno. Second scratch. Oh, $50. Yeah. I was like, yo, I'm like, yo, that's what's up. But I don't do it often. Gambling is not my thing. I do it once in a while when I feel it.
I don't like
That's
that.
it. But I don't like gambling. I saw what gambling did to my grandmother. I saw what gambling did to my grandfather. I saw what gambling did to a few of my uncles. I don't like gambling at all. Eddie, what's going on? World Star Barber, baby, is in the building on the live IG. What's up, Eddie? I don't like gambling at all. I don't like that. It's not a way to play with my money in a secure way. I'd rather invest my money into what we're doing right now and what we got going on, because I know it's something that's taking off. Is something that is a secure investment. That's another thing people have to understand. Unsecure and secure investments. They have to understand that in order to play with your money the right way. When you do secure investments too as well, right now, Keno, I see Keno in the next year, Keno becoming a big company, a huge company. A lot of people are, even in Puerto Rico. I just saw Alea Barber with one of Keno's blades.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how far I see Keno going. And Keno's getting international right now. You know what I mean? I think Kabad, you're going to have to take that international off, bro, because you're just in Camden, Jersey. I'm messing with what you got. So I see Keno going that way, right? And I see Keno becoming this big, huge company. But I know he's going to do it the right way, because once he gets to that level, that's when you got to start bringing the lawyers in, accountants, and stuff like that, because he's not going to be able to handle that by himself. That's going to be too much paperwork. It's going to be just too much work at all.
I already have an accountant, doing all the paperwork, and because yes, you can sell online, but make sure you pay your taxes. If you want to shit on life, you got to pay your taxes.
Yeah, that's the point.
Once you start making a certain amount of money, it will come after you.
Make everything legit, man. Make everything legit. Do it the right way. Make everything in the right decision. As far as that. As far as unsecure investments is stuff like stupidity. go buy yourself a pair of Jordans. Are you making money back on that? No, you're not. A car is actually an unsecured. Yeah, the iPhone, cell phone, stupid stuff. Things that are trending right now are crazy.
But it's the way the companies got us, you know, like.
A lot of people don't know either that a car is actually an unsecured investment. Why is it an unsecured investment? Because it's something that you could take a loss on.
Yes, you can.
You know what I mean? Yeah, insurance could pay you back, but most people, what do they go with when they get insurance? Most people go with liability. They don't get full coverage. A lot of people, why? Because they feel like liability is cheaper to pay, which is stupid. Go full coverage, because full coverage, you actually, let's say your car is total or whatever it is, at least the insurance covers you. You know what I mean? Liability, you're going to have to come out of your own pocket. So if your car is total, your insurance company's not going to be there for you. At all. You lose your car, and then you're going to have to come out of your pocket all over again, drop a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 deposit on a brand new car if you're going to get it out of the dealership or get a used car, or I don't know, whatever your deal is. But it's an unsecured investment. As far as clothes, unsecure. As far as you know, the stuff that we have, video cameras, all this, all unsecured. I'm not getting money back on this. But stuff like investment, as far as you know, what we're doing here as hair choppers, say LLC. LLC is a secure investment because we're actually going to get money back from this. As far as like, if we take this gets to another level, no sponsors, all that, then we're going to have ads and all this stuff running through the show. Like right now, we do have ads. If you go on Spotify, Hair Choppers, actually, we do have a separate account. So we get money from ads from Spotify. We get money from whatever platforms we're on right now. But what I do is, I don't take that money. I let that money gather up.
That's how you do it.
That money's just gathered. Tino's just there gathering up. I'm letting it. I'm like, I don't even pay. Sometimes I forget that we even have that.
That's where a lot of people mess up.
Yeah, they take their business money
Listen,
and they waste it.
I deposit, because from every sale I get on my online account, on my internet or whatever, they have to go through PayPal. But what I do is I put half on my bank account and keep half on PayPal, because with PayPal, that's what I keep investing. Because that's one thing I tell people. You're gonna make money, but you have to invest back. You know, like, you can't just take all the money and that's it. No, you gotta be ready to invest more and more and more and more money if you want to make money.
So with PayPal, talking about PayPal, I actually started using my PayPal recently.
Oh man.
Just because, remember Barber Fest? When we sat with Tyreek? So I was watching how Tyreek Jackson's phone.
Stop calling me. I don't want it alone. I don't want it, please.
So you hear how Keno's talking about loans, right? With
Jesus
PayPal.
Christ.
So Tyreek actually schooled us on Hair Choppers Radio on Barber Fest August 11th, this past August. And I was watching how Tyreek's phone just kept going off. All I kept seeing was PayPal blue notifications. Bam, 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 $5 here, $5 there, $25 here, $40 here, blah, blah, blah. It just kept going, just kept going, just kept going. Then he started talking about, how would you like if you had an app where you have a business, but you could take that business and then you can make other money work for you. You don't really have to pay it back. It's not your money that you're paying back. You're paying it with the same money that the company lets you borrow. And that's that talk about playing with money. That's another way that people don't even know. So PayPal offers you a working loan for business owners and business folks like yourself. So you could play with this money because once you get this, how he explained it was, you can get this business, this working loan, invest it right back into your business, but then that money is actually being taken out of the same money that they put into your account.
Wow.
So they're actually paying themselves back. It's not even coming out of your own pocket. The way that he explained it was very well and very well said. And I was amazed by that because I'm like, wow. So now I'm starting to use PayPal because now the more I use PayPal, they see that I'm accumulating a certain amount, and I could also do my taxes with PayPal.
Yeah.
They gave me a W-2 form or a 1099.
All of that.
I'm starting to use Square because Square does that too. Square does
that's another
1099, and they
app that if you
they said they just sent me a thing for a loan. I'm not gonna take it yet because I'm like, it's not time.
Because I use Shopify for my own for my business, and I remember going to the bank and I used to be like, listen, can I get a loan?
Can I get a loan?
And I good credit and everything, and
they still don't.
giving me a hard.
Banks always do that. Banks always will give you the hardest time for a loan.
But I sell online, and all of a sudden, Shopify just sent me an email talking about, listen, we have $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. Take them, please, so you can start your own business, whatever. I'm not gonna take them because I don't want none of that.
Yeah, you gotta be very smart with it at the time. You gotta think about it. You know, and when it's the right time, you'll do it.
A lot of people mess up. They want to take that money, but they don't know that you have to pay more money. The interest.
You gotta be careful with the interest. But with PayPal, there was no interest. There's no.
And you know what I like about Shopify? It says on the fine prints that the money they would take it out of your whatever sales you have. And
yep.
They pay you every day. I mean, as long as you send it every day.
Yep. So the same thing with PayPal. They'll take it out of whatever goes in. They'll take you could actually adjust the amount that you want them to take out. So if you want them to take out 10 cents a day, that's what they're gonna take out. So that's pretty awesome. You know what I mean? There's ways to work around it. You know what I mean? There's ways to be successful with things. And this goes for people that don't even have credit. Don't have no credit, or they got bad credit. And it's a way for you to build. Because if you're in a situation where you have bad credit, you can actually use this to build yourself. But be smart with it. Don't waste it on stupid stuff. Waste it to build your credit up again and pay whatever you have in collection or whatever, and help your credit all over again. You know?
You have to.
Yeah.
We live in a world where credit is what it is.
Credit is, I think, is the most important thing to have, especially here in America. I don't know about how Europe is, but here in America, you need credit, and you can actually live off your credit, and you can live like a millionaire off your credit. I believe I've seen people do it. I was able to do it until I got my identity stolen somehow. And then I had to go through a whole 7-year process to clear all that stuff out. It was crazy. It's crazy. But I recommend that you guys look into this. And we're going to switch the screen here on YouTube again. And again, we're having our Hair Choppers Radio 2K Knockout Barber Battle March 8, 2020 here in Hartford, Connecticut. In Favelas Nightclub, 145 Newfield Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut, 06106. General admission with education right now for limited time edition is $25. VIP tickets are $50. Battle registration is $100. That includes your 3 models and your entrance to the event and competition. Check that out. Also, Saturday, March 7th, we have a meet and greet at the shop, Newington 287 Main Street, Newington, Connecticut, 06111. That will be from 6 to 10 p.m. and we will have a 1 hour and 20-minute free educational class from Hatari Hanzo. And then after that, you guys can start your drinking, networking. There will be food and beverages, all types of things there. Bring your business cards along with you and exchange and get to know one another and mingle and get this networking on. And then Sunday, we will see you at Favelas Nightclub for 2K Knockout Barber Battle. Again, this is a round for round barber battle. That means there's not no separate categories. We're going round for round. So there's 20 barbers competing. 20 barbers are competing in the first round. 10 barbers will be eliminated. 10 barbers will advance to the next round. Second round, there are 10 barbers. So 10 barbers will be competing, and 10 barbers will be 5 barbers will be eliminated. Remaining barbers are 5 will go over to round 3. Round 3, 5 barbers are competing, and 3 barbers will be eliminated, leaving 2 barbers to the final round for the main event of the freestyle. All goes out for the first, second, and third round. There is no color enhancements, no type of colors, no enhancement, no nothing. You will be disqualified immediately. So this is a special barber battle, very different from many others. This is the first all around, round for round barber where we're gonna actually test every barber out there and their all around skills. It's only $100 to register. Make sure you tune in next week for Hair Choppers Radio. Hair Choppers Radio here for another Sunday with us, with me, Kino, and Phil. Excuse Phil's for today's absence. He's actually at a birthday party, a family birthday party, so he had to be there. He couldn't be here with us today. Shout outs to Papi Chulos for coming through the shop Newington and blessing us with all the capes, all the products. And we, if you want your Papi Chulos products, you can come over by the shop Newington and purchase your Papi Chulos pomades, beard oil, beer bombs, all that at the shop Newington. If you want some great products, qualities, everything, check out KinoTheBarber.com. And for all your hot clothing wear, check out my man Gavo at Gavo_Julio. That's the octopus logo. So make sure you have that. He is going to have some limited Barber Edition clothing brand March 8, 2020. So check out his booth. Marvy Marv is our feature educator. Ari Blaze, Jazzy Sensational, Chef the Barber, Hatchet the Barber, and Macho MVP, Barbeto 81, Richie Klutz, and our host, World Star Barber, along with your co-host, Kino the Barber, Bryan the Barber, Phil the Barber. The whole Hair Choppers Radio crew will be in the building. Shout outs to Henry Stilo because he is going to be my DJ at the event. There, DJ Frentu, DJ Pito Flow. So it's going to be an awesome event. I'm going to have some great vendors and a great event for you guys, so make sure to come by. The winner is gonna be winning $1,000, a baby list machine, a swag bag, and a ticket, VIP ticket to the CT Barber Expo, man. Can't get no better than that, man. Wow. So good luck to the people that are signing up right now to the competition. Hope to see you guys there next week. And we'll see you next week here at Hair Choppers Radio next Sunday, live and direct, 6:30 p.m. from your favorite channel, YouTube. Check out Bryan the Barber Official Channel. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time we go live. See you next time, guys, next Sunday. Have a good week.
Adios.